Welcome to Dog Training Anytime. I'm Julia Faith. I am your dog behaviorist, and today is still on week 1 out of the ebook, but the subject's going to be come. Now, come is something you want to teach so early on that they learn to come under any circumstance. And come is not, and I'll repeat this one, not taught from a sit. There's no reason to. You can formally teach that, of course you can. Obedience classes, that's all we do. But in the real world, when we need a dog to come, is when they're smelling the ground, they're looking at something, they're playing with another dog. We need them to come. Emergency, they ran out the door, we need them to come. So come has to be a positive command. Remember that one, please. Positive, meaning. Again, in the name response exercise, I talked about, you probably heard your parents under a certain sound, certain words, certain tone. You knew, I'm in trouble, I hear them, they want me to come. You can never film and get perfect quiet, unless you have a studio, I guess. But you have to make sure it's a positive. You have to make sure that when you say it, you show them, just like we would a little kid. When I say come and a little child's over here at the shop actually looking at doggy bones and treats, they're ignoring their parent. They're ignoring me. They're fixated on the new interest. So that's why leashes have to be on puppies, have to be on new dogs that know no command, no matter if they're 5 years old, 2 years old, or a baby. You have to know what that word means, come, and what you're training. Come should mean not let's go off and go for a walk. That's another big mistake. If you're using that and you're walking, come on, let's go, come on, and then you want them to come, that's like me telling you to sit when you sit, and I want you to stand. It wouldn't make sense. It's very hard to figure out what I want, right? Because standing isn't sitting, and sitting isn't standing. So come from some other distraction in the world is not walking at your side and walking along down the road. So you could use another word if you like come as your walking command. It could be here, it could be with me, but you have to be consistent, and I can't emphasize that enough. Parents will go for 4 commands, maybe 5 commands, all while they're walking a dog or asking for come. They'll change these words all over the place. None of us would make it in this world if people kept changing words, meanings, and everybody around us had a goal they wanted us to do, but they all had different words, and we had to find the understanding of what they mean and when they mean it. If I'm saying come to a dog, I mean stop what you're doing and come over here to me and sit. Sit is a big part of a come sequence because you're teaching them a sequence for survival. Come is to get your dog to you. Come could be my dog is barking at somebody and I teach them to quit focusing on them and come to me. So come is a command that teaches them to look and be directly in front of you. And that is so important. I can't emphasize that enough. You have to use different leashes for this. A retractable, again, no. A harness, no. But a 6-foot leash, a 4-foot leash, or I could go 4-foot leash, 6-foot leash, 10-foot leash. Then when you don't need that leash, when I can go anywhere and have any distraction and I don't have to train, I can say the word, the dog does the behavior, then I know. You know it. And you know it everywhere. We've gone to the park, we've gone to parties, we've gone everywhere, and I didn't set my dog up for failure. That's the other problem, is that parents will go, well, they know it at home, they should be doing it here. They're being stubborn. No. Little kids come in here and do much different behaviors in this shop than they do at home. At least it's higher elevated, and they don't respond to the parent very well. So think of a dog. We should be giving them so much more understanding. You have to teach your dog, and I can't emphasize that on certain behaviors enough. Name response, come, are things we really need. They're not things that they have in their normal pack life. 20 dogs living together would not be calling out each other by name or telling them, hey, you come over here. They wouldn't do that. is a whole nother way of communicating. Now remember, how many body language movements do dogs have? Let me tell you. So far, we are sure there's 450. They could go to any place in the world and have the same language. We, as humans, have similar body language. Not as a dog, I mean, but as humans are with human to human. So we can kind of, when we don't know what one's saying, we can kind of understand sign language in some level. But dogs, we must communicate with sign language to them in so many ways. We do things like flare our fingers and we think, oh, that should tell you to stay off of them. Well, that looks like a toy. That's play. So you've got to think of what does a dog do in a dog pack, and I'm big about that because that's the fastest way to communicate to your dog. So when we back up and move away, it's to get them to follow us. So come is a backup command. Come, come, come. Good, Willow. Sit, sit, sit. Good. Break. Good job. All right, be good humans.